So the survey found that the overall vaccine acceptancy rate was at 72%. We can see from this graph that 10% said they'd already taken the vaccine, while 49% said they'd definitely get the vaccine, 12% said probably, and 5% said that probably not.
What we're terming the acceptance rate includes all of those who have already got the vaccine, those who will probably get the vaccine, and those who would definitely get the vaccine, and the others can be regarded as hesitants. So what we have is a couple of challenges. The first is that if all of those 72% of people who say that they want to take the vaccine or probably want to take the vaccine were to actually get the vaccine, then we'd still be 8% short of the government's target of 80%.
Most of the 18 to 35 cohorts have not yet had their chance to get the jab, but even so, there is a problem. Looking
at the red columns, you can see that among people aged 55 and above, the rate of acceptance is high, 85%, well above the 72% average. Among the next group, it is slightly lower, and so on downwards. Among the oldest group, the rate of acceptance has risen rather substantially by 11 percentage points, and it was pretty good for the next age category too. It is worth noting that the second oldest group only started getting vaccines during the survey period, and the third group came in later. Now look at the youngest group, those aged 18 to 24. You will see that the rate of acceptance has actually declined from 63% to 55%. Though even here, there was still a majority in favour of taking the vaccine. And the gap of vaccination between those with and without medical aid is telling. The first table considers differences between adults with and without medical aid. You can see that the rate of acceptance was similar for both groups. But looking at the right-hand column, you'll notice that the rate of vaccination, the gap is substantial. 20% of adults with medical aid had been vaccinated. But the rate for those without medical aid, the figure was half this, only 10%. Race and income is related to the problem of access. But the rate of acceptance amongst white people is very much lower than it is amongst Black African people in particular, 52% as against 75%. But if we go below that and look at the rate of vaccination, I haven't had space to put it there, but if we look at the rate of vaccination, then we find something very similar to those tables that we had for medical aid. Well, the report found that religion plays a little role in influencing the willingness to vaccinate. But these are some of the common reasons given by those who want to, those who were skeptical, and those who will probably not.
Most people said that they either wanted to protect themselves or protect society. And I think this makes an awful lot of sense and would correspond to what most people would see. What's interesting to note here is, although it's to a lesser degree, trusting science and government played some kind of role, but also seeing other people vaccinate has also played a positive influence in encouraging vaccine acceptance amongst people. Amongst the probably would take the vaccine group, that they seem to have larger concerns about taking the vaccine. Now, this slide is comparing the group of I would probably get the vaccine in the green bars with the total results for the total accepting. And as you can see here, we've got something called conditional acceptance. And this is where people said, I will take the vaccine, but, and they put some kind of condition upon them taking the vaccine. You can also see that this group has larger concerns about side effects and ineffectiveness as well.
Chris Alder Lewis, SABC News in Johannesburg.